Okay, I think I'm live. I just don't know what I'm doing anymore. Yeah, it looks like I'm live again. Hello? Oh, now my computer's slipping. Great. Okay, there goes my computer. Everything is balanced. Why is it balanced off? Okay, here we go. Why am I so... I don't even know if I'm live. Hmm. Hmm. Trying to figure out everything, and I don't... My channel. Oh, it says I'm live. Okay. So I'm live on my channel. Nobody's here. That's sad. I'm all alone on my channel. Oh, what am I going to do with myself? Oh, okay. Now I can see everything. Okay. Yep. I am live on my channel and just gonna cruise, just gonna relax and have a half an hour of nice, peaceful content. So if you're watching this later, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Appreciate you being here and watching my silliness. Otherwise, just a few affirmations just to say, you know, get an idea of everything, see how we're doing. Let's just do... That's better. Oh, that's much better. Nice. No, it's too focused. It doesn't matter. I'm good. I got some affirmations, and I might as well just say them. Um, on Coast to Coast on March 21st, there was a lady called Glynis, the numbers lady. She had this affirmation, which I found very interesting. I release all negative thoughts and embrace all the vibrant health in me now. And I think that's helped me a lot. I still have this concussion issue. I'm healing from it. And probably today is the first time I slept a lot today, which I haven't been able to sleep a lot for a couple of months. But just basically releasing the negativity and just embracing the health. And I slept a lot today. It was a good sleep, but made a late day. Just running around all day, just trying to make sure I get stuff done before the stores closed. But it was good. Got some stuff done today. Had a nice peaceful day, which wasn't hadn't had in a long time. But yeah, I release all negative thoughts and embrace all the vibrant health in me now. Thank you. Always never forget to thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And then back on oh bugger. Oh, March 25th. Elizabeth April had a nice affirmation. I deserve to be happy. I deserve to be financially abundant. I deserve to be healthy. I deserve to have healthy relationships. I deserve to be in alignment. I deserve financial abundance. And then, thank you. I am ready to be happy. I'm ready to be healthy. I'm ready to receive infinite financial abundance. I'm ready to receive a healthy relationship. I'm ready to be in alignment. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And get into the mindset of just finding simple affirmations to get you into alignment to positivity, finding ways to just be back into we need to be is important. And of course, I have so many affirmations, and it's oh yes, the Three Magic Words Meditation by U.S. Anderson, and it was read by Wayne Dyer. And I find Wayne Dyer, although he was deep in PBS, and a lot of his channel, a lot of his stuff was on PBS and about the charity, and you can watch more. You get all these little gifts for contribute to PBS. I like PBS. PBS is cool and all, but it's like any other corporation. Corruption goes, you know, from the bottom to the top. It's the higher you get to the top, the more corrupt you are. The more you fire to the bottom, the more altruistic and positive you are. But most important thing is the Three Magic Words Meditation by U.S. Anderson. I know that I am pure spirit, that I always have been, and that I always will be. There is inside of me a place of confidence and quietness and security where all things are known and understood. This is the universal mind, God, of which I am part, and which responds to me as I ask of it. This universal mind knows the answer to all of my problems, and even now, these answers are speeding their way to me. I need never struggle for them. I need never worry. I need never strive for them. When the time comes, the answers will be there. I give my problems to the great mind of God. I let go of them, confident that the correct answers will return to me when they are needed. Through the great law of attraction, everything in life that I need for my work and fulfillment will come to me. It is not necessary that I strain about this, only believe in myself. For in the strength of my belief, my faith will make it so. I see the hand of divine intelligence all about me, in the flowers, in the trees, in the brook, and in the meadow. I know that the intelligence that created all these things is in me and around me, and I can call upon it for my slightest need. I know that my body is a manifestation of pure spirit, and that spirit is perfect. Therefore, my body is perfect. I enjoy life, for each day brings a constant demonstration of the power and the wonder of the universe and myself. I am confident, I am serene, I am sure. No matter what obstacle or undesirable circumstance crosses my path, I refuse to accept it, for it is nothing but an illusion. There can be no obstacle or undesirable circumstance to the mind of God, which is in me, around me, and serves me now. Thank you. Hello, Mary Wins. Welcome to my quick, dirty chat. Just gonna say a few nice things and hope to bring it out to other people. But most important, no matter what obstacle or undesirable circumstance crosses my path, I refuse to accept it, for it's nothing but an illusion. There can be no obstacle or undesirable circumstance to the great mind of God, which is in me, around me, and serves me now. Whew, because things happen in life, things that might seem negative. Hello, Robert, Milky Way Soul Tribe, Robert. Welcome to me. Um, but yeah, I'll say it. Shit does happen in life. Just things happen and they drag you down, and it really makes things put you in perspective. And yes, I got a concussion, and it caused a lot of trouble for me. Um, but in the whole scheme of things, I should have enjoyed it better. I should have used those times, those opportunities to better myself. Use that time, but instead I was worried about, oh, I'm wasting time. I'm playing the system. I know I don't need this, and kept figuring how ways to get back to work. But in the whole scheme of things, it really wasn't necessary. I should have enjoyed it. Should have taken it. That said, my job is basically my boss has told me, please take your time for the next couple weeks. Don't push yourself. And I'm gonna have to use that. I'm gonna have to use that basically to underperform make sure I underperform because my main goal is always overperform, getting everything done right. But I've gotten the door open to just take my time and exactly take my time, Robert. Yes, I need to embrace that and be confident and happy that I can perform my best, but my best doesn't have to be all. It can be, my best can be halfway. I can perform just do good enough and not worry about, taking time and quote wasting time and using those times to, to do better for myself. Because in the end of all things, if something happened and I could not return to work, they would replace me in a second. But because the rules are in place that because I was hurt, they have to keep that job open for me until I no longer need it or until I can't officially return to that position. So my job's always open for me no matter what, and I might as well just use that. And there are okay, and here's one. I call back my power back to me. I call my power back to me for every person, place, and entity, from every space, portal, time, and dimension, for every connection, attachment, and vessel where I left it. Anyone, anything that is attempting to siphon my energy, you do not have my consent to use my vitality. And I call back all my power back to me, pure and secure. I now release now that is not my own. I lay down the weight that doesn't belong to me as well as all the weight that does. I forgive I forgive all things. I forgive all people. Forgive all others. I forgive myself. I cloak myself in a bright light of protection, impenetrable. I shed the light to my shadows and lovingly work through my own insecurities. I work through my flaws. I work through my self-destruction habits. Everything that it causes not to flow to me, in which that was not created by me, I release it and let it go. Hello, Grandpa Brian. Welcome to me. Okay, here's one. I now sever and release all energetic cords that do not serve my highest good. All these cords are destroyed across all dimensions. All these cords are destroyed all against all times. All these cords are destroyed against all planes to never return to me ever again. I hereby dissolve these energetic attachments and call back all of my pure positive energy. My energy flows back to me now for its highest good for all involved. So it is. I feel it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hello, John. Hope you have a show today. It's a Arwen Steiger on August 9th, 2021. Your beliefs are of no threat to my point of view. And that's something I have to take heart to. And when people come to me with their insecurities, with their beliefs, with their ideas, even if I don't agree with them, I can accept it and just send it back and accept them and their beliefs for just as they are, and not even carry it. I have nothing to worry about carry it. I don't need to carry anyone else's beliefs. It is theirs, and I can accept them having their belief and not need to correct them, not need to discuss it. If it's their beliefs, they can have them. And if they want to push their beliefs on me, I don't have to accept it. And I can simply say, I don't accept it. I think it's say, I do not accept your beliefs, but thank you. I allow you to have your beliefs and I accept you in your beliefs for you. Okay. And of course, I want to do the favor declaration because um, I got a couple things. I'll read. There's so many great affirmations, and I might just read them because I haven't read them in a long time. They're all here in front of me. I keep this notebook with all my affirmations, and I look at them occasionally, and it makes it easy to find them. And I can just switch to it anytime. Okay. All these favors and grace guide me, my family, the soul tribe, and assist us stronger and more financially abundant now. Favor and grace are with us wherever we go. Favor and grace heal our bodies as we speak favor and grace into our bodies. Favor and grace allow us to heal others as we speak favor and grace into their bodies. Favor and grace sets apart me, my family, the soul tribe, our descendants, our ancestors, our animals, our grounds, our homes as favored and grace with a positively abundance and joy. Okay, abundance of positivity and joy. Favor and grace are on our foods, our water, our pantry, and our life force. Favor and grace walk with us as we come in, and favor and grace walk with us as we go out. Favor and grace never abandons us, it's always with us. Favor and grace causes our enemies to always seek peace with us. Favor and grace are upon our barns, our storehouses, wherever we keep any of our valuables, and all of our values will prosper and be in complete safety. Favor and grace upon everything we undertake. Everything we set our hands and mind to, favor and grace cause it to prosper. Favor and grace upon all our material property and cause it to last longer and never break. Favor and grace protect us, our offspring, and our possessions from calamity. Favor and grace leads us to good fortune in all things. Favor and grace cause to be the head, never the tail. Favor and grace cause to come on top, never beneath. Favor and grace cause to be above, never below. Favor and grace cause us to be favored and graced within in the elements. Favor and grace cause to be favored and graced within the spiritual realm. Favor and grace cause to be graced and favored in everything we meet. Everyone sees us with favor and grace. Everyone hears from us favor and grace. Everyone feels favor and grace towards us and from us. Hello, Pearl Jones. Welcome to me. Knowledge, wisdom, discernment, love, compassion, luck, and joy are our constant companions. Our higher self seeks us out and guides us in all things. Prosperity seeks us out and abides with us. All energies and entities that wish to do us harm, they never prosper against us. They fail in all their attempts. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, there's all. Yeah, okay, here. I'll continue reading some more. No weapon of any kind shall harm us, our offspring, our family, their descendants, our ancestors, or prosper against us ever. No curse or spell holds sway over us, our offspring, our family, descendants, and ancestors, nor prospers against us. For anything that would do us harm or harass us, may it dissipate, may it dissolve. I set a hedge of protection around me, my family, the soul tribe, past, present, and future, in all our collective possessions. No ill thought, word, or deed hold sway or a foothold, nor prosper against us, our families, our offspring, our descendants, or ancestors. I never consent, either knowingly or unknowingly, to any force, powers, entities, presumed authorities that try to harm me or mine, or the soul tribe, or set against us in any way. Let my silence never be acquiescence to any known or unknown contracts set against us or our best interest, that are for our entire family, past, present, and future. I never consent to it. Let my yeas be yeas, let my yeses be yeses, let my nays be nays, let my noes be noes. I, my family and soul tribe, are prosperous and prospered. I, my family and soul tribe, are graced and favored at all times. I waste no thought for yesterday or tomorrow. I live for today. I see what is seen and hide nothing from myself. I see the unseen. I know what is hidden, and the veil is lifted from my eyes. I allow those with my best interest in their heart. No, I allow those with my best interest in their hearts to come through, and I see them and hear them perfectly clearly, and we communicate with total completion. I call upon all our guides and protectors to make themselves known to all of us who are ready to receive them. I connect to my higher self, and all the shattered, scattered pieces will come together, and we are all made whole. I know I am one with the highest consciousness. I send enlightenment and wisdom into the veil of darkness to illuminate the unknown to those ready to receive and learn. I call upon all of our shattered, scattered selves to come together and make each and every one of us whole so that we may ascend this plane to go where we're meant to be. I send compassion, wholeness, and peace and joy to those ready to receive it for all the timelines and dimensions of all the known and unknown planes and all the different versions of Earth. It is created in my own words. What I've said is now done. So mote it be. It is now true. Now it is done. Thank you, angels. Thank you, higher self. Thank you, me. Thank you, soul tribe. Thank you, everyone. I am grateful and great filled with abundance. My cup runneth over, and I am so happy to share it with everyone. And I will share my bounty with those ready to receive it. I am open and compassionate. We will all share our bounties without taking any negativity, without taking any bounty away from ourselves. I lack nothing, and all things are possible. I glow with the light of creation and vibrate with the frequency of love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It is all good. It's all positive and all joyful and good water. I should probably bless my water. I bless my water so everything in it is positively and heals me and flushes out all the negativity to send it all to be recharged, recycled by the great universe, universal force. I think my light just got brighter. That doesn't matter. Okay. The 42 ideals of Mott. I honor virtue. I benefit with gratitude. I am peaceful. I respect the property of others. I affirm that all life is sacred. I give offerings that are genuine. I live in truth. I regard all altars with respect. I speak with sincerity. I consume only my fair share and enjoy sharing with others. I offer words of good intent. I relate in peace. I honor animals with reverence. I can be trusted. I care for Mother Earth. I keep my own counsel. I speak positively of others. I remain in balance with my emotions. I am trustful in my relationships, and I am truthful in my relationships. I hold purity in high esteem. I spread joy. I do the best I can. I communicate with compassion at all times. I listen with compassion to opposing opinions. I create harmony wherever I go. I invoke positive joy and laughter wherever I go. I am open to love in various forms with absolutely no judgment. I am forgiving. I am kind. I act respectfully of others. I act respectfully to all. I am accepting. I follow my inner guidance. I converse with awareness. I do good. I give blessings. I keep the waters pure. I speak with good intent. I praise the goddess. I praise the God. I am humble. I achieve with integrity. I advance through my own abilities. I embrace the all. Hello, Joe Sapiens. Welcome to me. There's a couple of these that I think are important. I keep my own counsel and I follow my inner guidance. Hello, Danny Staten. Welcome. Um, it's important that when we give advice to others, that we stop ourselves and think, how is his advice we're giving to others really meant for us? Because a lot of times people come into our lives to teach us, and it's good to help others, but a lot of times the help you give to others has something for you in there, and you should take the time and think of all the times that you actually have given advice to others and think to yourself, Do I need that? Do I need that advice? Because I think that's one of our best counsels is ourselves. And sometimes we go to others and ask for help, ask for guidance, ask for information, and ask for advice. And we have to stop ourselves sometimes because we have to write that down, write this question down that you were going to give to someone else, and put yourself in the place what if your best friend, what if your family member asked you this question and they wanted a pure, true answer? And try to take yourself out, try to be unbiased, and try to answer that question like you're being asked by someone who needs your help. Because our best counsel is ourselves. And a lot of times we belittle ourselves, we lower ourselves, we don't believe in our own high abilities. And I think all of us truly have all the great answers. But unfortunately, we are so pushed down by others that we forget, poo-pooed and judged by others that, we accepted and just, okay, you're right. And it's not important. We shouldn't. Good night, Robert. We shouldn't trust others' opinion of us. We should take that information that others have put upon us and take it and put it away. If it affects us, write it down and then put it away and then look at it when we can be unbiased because a lot of times the judgment of others has some kind of kernel of truth or some beliefs in us and it hurts because if someone said something to us that was totally untrue we would forget it right away, but says something to us that has some kernel of truth we tend to extrapolate and make it bigger. So that's why if someone insults us or tells us something and judges us and it hurts us, write it down and then put it away. Once we can be in relaxed state, then it's the time to look at it and go, okay, where is the kernel of truth in here? And what can I do with it? Where can I learn from it? Because it's hard to learn when you're upset. And I think I want to finish up. I'm almost 30 minutes, so 30 minutes is good enough. And that gives John chance to have, to get his chill going. But the serenity prayer. This is the long serenity prayer, but like all things, I changed this one too. It's the serenity prayer that I changed that I think I needed to change it just for once in a while. I have it written down in three different ways, but one of it is higher self grant me the serenity to accept all things I cannot change. Higher self grant me courage to change the things I can. Higher self grant me the wisdom to know the difference between what I can change from what I cannot change. Living one day at a time, enjoying each moment at a time, accepting hardships as the pathway to peace. Taking this sinful world as it is, not that I would have it be, trusting that all things will become right for me as it needs to. For if I surrender to the will of my higher self, so that I may be reasonably happy in this life and supremely happy, forever and ever in the next. Oh, it's supremely happy in the next. Thank you. The serenity prayer, of course, is like God grant me the serenity to accept things I cannot change, courage to change things I can, and wisdom to know the difference. But I was thinking, why don't we start with higher self? And I went from higher self, grant me serenity, and then there's guardian angels, grant me serenity, and then God grant me serenity. I did it three different times, brought to because I believe the higher self is a connection to us. I don't believe higher self is separate. I believe it's just part of us. And although it can be a separate voice, it is part of us. So if we ask for serenity from our higher self, from our guardian angels, and from God, then working together, because our higher selves know what's best for us, because we know what's best for us. And God is universal, but he might not be able to, act at all times in the right time. Uh, a lot of times God is puts things into process. It puts us into gets things going for us, but God looks at the whole plan, and the guardian angels look for the small plan. But our higher self works for us today, and that's why I think the serenity prayer for our higher selves is important. Okay, I'm gonna finish up with this one, although I said I was gonna finish a couple times, but this one. I hereby command that only people who are confident, fun loving, joyful, happy, and carefree and peaceful be around all of you for the next 7 days. Those who cannot be happy or choose not to be happy must stay far away from you at all times. Those without happiness who, who, who come anywhere near you will receive 59 doses of happiness. You will receive 59 doses of happiness, and you will share without taking any happiness from yourself a full 59 doses of happiness for everyone you have any interaction with. All workers and servers that you have any interaction with will be happy, fun loving, carefree, and relaxed. Everyone in your presence will treat each other with dignity and respect. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It is done, it is done, it is done. Joe Sapiens, is there a lower self? Yes. I believe there is a lower self, and I go and I thank my lower self because I believe my lower self helps me in the interaction with other people. I was thank you, lower self, for helping me understand the motivations of others. Thank you, lower self, for helping me understand how to interact with other people. And thank you, lower self, for working with my higher self to make sure that everything works out perfectly for me. Hello, seeker of truth. Oh no, you're not late. You're here perfectly in time. But I believe the lower self is part of us, like the ego. I believe that's a kind of name for the ego, and a lot of people says kill the ego and destroy. No, the ego is part of us, but you don't kill the ego. You work with the ego. You train the ego. The ego to me is like the lower self and the ego are like a dog. And my while I went to college, I helped train dogs, and I helped train some difficult dogs who were very people would basically came with their last string. And the man told me flat out, he says, even the most aggressive dog, I can train it. He says, I am not afraid of a pit bull that has bitten anyone because I can know because I can get that dog to trust me. And he was an amazing person because he showed me that the dog who bites has no one to trust. And a dog who has someone to trust, someone to listen to, someone to work with, will do whatever they can just to not make this person, you know, work with them or be proud of them. And I think that's what the ego is. The ego, unfortunately, is trained incorrectly. The lower self is trained incorrectly and it acts out. It says negative things. It does whatever it can for attention. But once it gets the attention, positive attention it needs, once it's properly trained and knows it will be listened to, it acts out less and becomes an advocate, an adversary, someone to help you. So there's no killing the ego. Those who believe in killing the ego and having to control the ego, it's not so much controlling, it's working with and knowing that whatever the ego says, you have to take with a kernel of truth because it's still, like a dog. Dogs have limited intellectual abilities. The ego has limited intellectual abilities. So you work with it and get it in the right track, and it will make mistakes. And you accept it with compassion. Because when the ego makes mistakes, when the lower self makes mistakes, you will use compassion to go, okay, I accept what you are, I accept what you've said, but that doesn't work for me. And this will be better. I accept everything you are, accept who you are, but let's do better. And I will work with you more. The more better you are, the more I work with you. The more negative you are, the less I can work with you. And that's to me. Never kill the ego, work with the ego, train the ego. Because like I said, that guy, this was 30 years ago. He showed me that there are no bad dogs. Every dog that came to him was not a bad dog. They were bad owners. And a lot of times, his most frustrating thing was when people would drop their dog off. So, yeah, train this dog. When I come back, hopefully have a trained dog. And, he would say to them, um, yes, your dog is trained, but and he showed them how perfect their dog is, how well behaved their dog is. And he says, now for this dog to say how good it is, I need to train you because you suck. And by saying that to them to their face, he was very abusive to them just to bring them down to say, you saw what your dog was before. You see what the dog is now. It isn't my ability. This is a great dog. This is not me training it. This is me bringing that out. You brought the negative out, so let me train you so that you can bring the positive out for your dog. And I think that's with the ego. A lot of times when we fight the ego, we're actually, fighting upstream. But when we work with the ego with compassion, the lower self, I believe that we as humans and earthlings, we have the higher self to give us guidance. We have the lower self to help us live in this world of sin. We live in a world of sin, and sin is not negative as much as it's just off the mark. We just need to get things close to the mark because higher self and the lower self working together will get us into alignment, grounding ourselves. I do positive where I bring source energy into my body and grounding energy into my body, and that's just like the higher self and the lower self working together. But again, these are my ideas, and you can accept them and you can poo-poo me and correct me. I don't care. It's all good. But I have gone 37 minutes, and I don't want to say too much over. I don't want to get over into Max's remote viewing, John's show, and I just want to do a little show and kind of fill in and I haven't done a show in a while, and I think a live is always good because after the concussion of 2 months ago, it literally has been 2 months. Uh, I lost my creativity, and it'll be back. Yes, Joe Sapien, I see. My lower self wants to self-destruct. I understand. Yeah, unfortunately, if it wants to sabotage your connections, uh, you might want to look into why you want to sabotage those connections. Whether those connections are maybe not the best for you, or maybe those connections, maybe you need to be stronger. And I'm not saying you're weak, but I mean, for myself, let's put myself in either. I always want to do the best. I want to help everyone. I want to do the best I can. And unfortunately, by helping others, that often leads me to sacrificing myself and doing too much and then being lazy. And helping others is good, but helping others with controlling it and not giving them all the help that they need, but giving them enough so they can help themselves. And maybe those connections need to be sabotaged in some way. So maybe you should look and see, okay, how much of this can I give up to improve myself? Maybe you should stop sacrificing yourself. I mean, the ego is there to protect you. The lower health alpha is there to protect you, but Unfortunately, it does it to such a high degree. It brings a gun to a knife fight. That's so no, it brings a gun to a fist fight. A lot of times you don't need to sabotage it as much as claim, get your rights back, get what you need back. And a lot of times we do that. We sacrifice, we do too much. And sometimes we need to do less. You know, that's the problem. I think a lot of kind, joyful people just give too much. And we run out of, we run out of energy. And when you run out of enough energy, it just it just gives control to the lower self. It gives the control to the ego. And you know, when you're high, when we're positive, when we're at our best self, whatever the ego says, it's okay. Yeah, yeah, okay, yeah, I hear it, but it's not important. But when we're lower, whatever the ego sells, any insults the ego tells us, we tend to penetrates into us more. Well, I think what I'm doing is I'm saying things that but you just need to hear it from someone else. And you need to trust yourself. You need to listen to yourself. And even, like I said, all these things that bother you that your ego says that other people say, write them down and then put it away for a few days. And then come back and go, okay, what about this is bothering me? And if it hurts too much, again, you can put it away for a little while. But the kernel of truth is our problem. There's a truth in there, but unfortunately, it's not that bad. Usually, it's like a one on the scale of badness, and the ego tells you it's 100. So we have no perspective of things. So go in peace, go in love, go in compassion. When people come to you with their negativity, you can accept them for who what they are, and then release it and not have it be yours. You can listen to others and not pick up their baggage and put it on yourself, because the baggage of others is their baggage. Being angry with everyone is just hot coals in your hand to throw it at them. But again, if you hold a hot coal to throw at someone else, you'll burn yourself and you'll never touch them and they'll never know that you're anger. So it's best to talk to them in a peaceful, compassionate way. Because if you yell at someone with anger, they're not going to listen. But if you talk to them and say, okay, this affected me, this hurt me, and here's why, they might not accept it, they might accept it, but at least you be able to say something. Okay, go in peace, go in favor to you all, joy to you all, compassion and peace. Just go in the world, spread as much peace as you can, and don't let the negativity of the world bring you down. Bye, everybody.